I can't get it to rotate. Well, this is the best I can do. I don't know if everybody can see it. Can you hear me still?
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna let everybody in.
I have you on wide view.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my hands. Hi everyone. Welcome
Hello,
to
hello, everybody.
the Art Teachers Art Club. Still letting people in. Can everybody hear me okay? Yes? Okay. I don't know why I'm having trouble. I practiced this earlier with I'm doing my cell phone here, and it was on wide angle earlier, and now it's not doing it. So I don't know what happened, but
Well, maybe you have to pull down from the top and find where it says, the little, oh, the place where you can put it on horizontal or vertical.
yeah, I don't know what I did. And now I'm afraid to mess with it because I don't want to waste everybody's time. So, hi, Mary Beth. Let's see if I recognize any other names. Kathleen, hi, nice to see you. And, well, there's a new face. Hi, Sean. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to keep admitting. Is everybody hearing and seeing me okay?
I am, but I'm not sure if you can see me. I'm Michelle Francis. Is my name on the screen?
I see her
Michelle.
name.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay,
I
thank you.
see your name, not your face. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to get my face to work. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. Um, okay, so can you guys see my hands and
Yeah,
everything? All
Yep.
right. This is the
one
first
hand.
time I'm doing this with my phone, so I'm hoping that nothing goes wrong. Um, Let me see. Trying to monitor everything at one time. Okay.
Don't forget to record.
I think it's already recording. It should be, maybe not. Okay, let's see.
It's recording because it said it when I signed in.
Oh, good. That would really suck if we did all this and then that's happened to me before. I did a whole thing and then I forgot to hit record. So now,
That's why I said it.
yeah, no, now it's an automatic thing. Okay. So, hi. Oh God, what a day. All right. Is that better or no, that's not better. So I'm going to turn off the light there for you guys. You could see my everything clearly. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, mostly.
There's a
Yes,
reflection of your hand on the board.
Well, can't do anything about that, but anywho.
it
All right.
looks good.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
it
Thank you.
it's all visible.
It's been a while since I have actually done this. So bear with me. And as much as I have to, we all have to deal with the tech in the course of our days. It's not my favoriteest thing to deal with, but anyway. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Stefanie Abbey, and I am the founder of this art club. And every now and then, I am moved to or asked to run a workshop myself, based on projects that I've done or am doing or whatnot. And if you know me, you know that I am a Lego fanatic. I love Legos. I'm even wearing Lego earrings right now. I don't know if you can see, if I can spotlight myself and you guys can see. Add spotlight. Here I am. Well, I'm wearing Ernie and Bert on my ears. Um, yeah. So I thought, how cool would it be to learn how to do printmaking with Legos? And then it started popping up all over social media that people were doing this. So I thought, let me give it a try, see what happens. And it's really, really fun. I don't know how many of you love Legos or were just interested in this as a new thing to try. Um, but I collect Legos and I build them and I have tons and tons of stuff. So I have here my bag of little flat pieces. I even ordered on was it Etsy or eBay, specially flat pieces of all different kinds and sizes. And I also did go through my collection. Now, when I was first experimenting, I bought a package of small, and if I could find the box, I know I don't. Well, there's a box that I bought of multi-size small base plates. So this is a small one. This is like the first one that I was just playing. So I was just throwing pieces on here. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Everybody still with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
So I was just throwing pieces on here because I was anxious to try it out and see what happened. And I was using my acrylic plate here, and I bought this set of speedball inks, printmaking inks in the tube to try the difference. And I also bought, I think it was on Amazon, this box of ink pads for school. You get a whole bunch of them in different colors in case you wanted to try printmaking with the stamp pads, and see the difference between doing the stamp pads versus the actual ink and roller.
Steph,
So
can you hold them up so we can see what you're talking about?
I put them under my screen. Can you not see,
I see you from the head to the waist,
No,
but
no, I have two screens up.
oh,
I can see two screens.
Yeah, so you have to adjust here, I'll remove my spotlight and I will, can you guys see my table now?
yes,
Yes.
only
Yeah.
the table. I see only the table.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you're on a small screen, but I had two screens up at the same
Okay, I'm
time.
afraid to touch anything,
All right.
so.
All right, so here's my small piece that I was experimenting with. And this is what the first prints looked like. And this was using the stamp pads, believe it or not. So this was with a red ink pad and a blue ink pad. You do not get the same amount of solid coverage with this stamp pad as you do with the ink roller. So depending on what final look you're kind of going for, you experiment and play with it. I mean, I like the texture. If you could see the texture in the prints that I
That
got.
looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really cool. Um, but it's not a solid coverage.
Mm.
And then I put this together as a practice piece. And then in this earlier this afternoon, I used the actual ink and roller. So you could see the difference here. The ink and
Mm.
roller is much more opaque and a solid coverage than the stamp pad. So they both work. I like them both. And I thought today also we could experiment with doing multicolor prints. I haven't done that before. Um, but I would like to, we could all try that together and I'll show you the method that I figured out. So if you're going to use, this is a 6x6 base plate. I bought a whole set of these also. You can get them on Amazon. I want to do this with my kids at school. So you want to get stuff in bulk if you're going to do that. Um, and then I don't know if you noticed, I think I might have covered it up on the flyer. I did this with the high spelled so we can read it, forgetting that when you print it, it's gonna print in the reverse. So I had to fix it here to put it in reverse so that when we print it, it comes out so that it's readable the right way. What other samples? So this was another big one that I was playing with. And these are the prints. This is the sample that I had put in my flyer so that you guys could see.
Is that the
And
print or the plate?
this is the plate where I
Okay.
put all the Legos, and you can see why everything has to be flat and the same level. You can't use different heights for different Legos for printmaking. It has to be all the same level surface.
It looks very attractive with all those colors.
Yes, well, that's not what prints. Doesn't matter what color the Legos are when you're printing, they all come out whatever color you put on the ink, whatever ink you put. So here, see, you have to put this in backwards, spelling it out backwards on the plate so that when you print it, it comes out positive.
Mhm.
And here was a sample. I'm sorry, my camera keeps going into saver mode and I don't know how to undo that.
That
But
looks so awesome.
That is really cool. Really
isn't
cool.
it,
So
isn't it
nice.
really cool?
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
this is doing, and I wrote myself notes, this is with an ink pad and just rubbing it with my hands.
Huh.
This is a different color ink pad. This is not enough ink on from the ink pad, so you have to really pound it out with the ink pad. This I tried different colors where with the stamp pad, patting it down with different color stamp pads, but it's not the method I want to try today. Let me see if I have any other samples I can show you guys. Oh, see here, this is actual ink from the roller versus the ink from the stamp pad. And again, you can see the stamp pads give you really cool texture if you want that, whereas the ink on the roller and the brayer gives you a much more solid color coverage.
This looks fantastic, this one.
Yeah, it's whatever designs, again, don't think about necessarily the color of the tiles that you're putting down on the base plate. It doesn't matter. Just have fun, come up with a design. And like I said, I was just playing, making up like an abstract design here, and it came out so gorgeous. And the kids will learn different methods on how to do printmaking. And it's just a fun exercise. So I don't know if you guys are gonna do work along with me or you want me to just do demos. This is, like I said, I made this one through a couple of variations. I can't find the sample I made earlier, but so I put this bar along the side here so that when I want to do like different colors, I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Someone said permanent ink, maybe you can add watercolor. You're going to have to play with what materials you can use. I specifically only bought the printmaking ink, fabric and paper, actual printmaking ink here. And I don't think these are permanent stamp pads or ink, but in the stamp pads, but these are actually nice and juicy colors. So you can see, and there's a I think 12, 20, 24, no, 15 colors in a box. So that's a nice thing to play with. So what I wanted to try, like I was saying, when we want to do, I think it's called reduction printmaking, and I'm not a pro at this. I just like to learn and experiment and play. Um, so I was going to do a sample with you guys on this whole entire image. And then in order to do the reduction and change colors, this is here for registration so that I can tape my paper down on one side, take some of the Legos off, and then, sorry, I'm trying to monitor people coming in while I'm doing this. Um, take the Legos off or add them on as you change the colors. Am I making sense? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that idea with the registration. That's great.
Yeah. I saw this, believe it or not, somewhere on social media. I can't remember who posted it, but I'm like, oh, well, that's a lot easier than going through a whole other, registration method. So I thought we would try that together. So did anybody put anything together that they're gonna try along with me, or are we just watching?
I haven't used the Legos yet, but I'd like to start putting them down.
Okay, so if you guys want to play, I'll give you guys 5 minutes if you want to take. I have another base plate here that I don't know, throw something together really quick. Says I don't know if they're still. Let me see. I'm trying to monitor the entrance and the messages at the same time. Hang on. Don't know if they're still doing it, but Google was funding donors choose projects that dealt with mental health for teens. It's how you got a bunch of Lego. Oh, perfect. When you're done, could you include links to all the supplies? I couldn't see the details. Yes, I will try to do that. What do you do for cleanup? Okay, I was actually using just regular wipes. I think that was on my supply list. Um, Again, I'm sorry, my phone keeps going into saver mode, but just any kind of wipes to wipe down the tiles themselves. And you can use a wipe also to wipe the roller down. And if you're working on really small design, you can get smaller rollers. They have them in, I think I saw them in like a 2 inch, a 1 inch, and a 1/2 inch size, believe it or not. Where did you get the curved Lego pieces? Those, they come, the small Lego curved pieces, these here, are all in that set that I put in our supply list on Amazon from the dots lettering set, I think it was. But then I have a lot of other bigger curves. And those I think I got on eBay from people who sell, mixed parts and all of that stuff. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions while we're playing or putting stuff down? I also got a pack of these big flat discs, so that I had multiple sizes. The kits, the lettering kit came with these small little button size ones, which are here, but I like the bigger ones also as a variety for size. I mean, if you are a Lego person, you probably have this stash all over the place or enough little pieces. If you want to get into this, you're gonna have to either start with the kits or go onto eBay or even Facebook Marketplace to see if you can get the specific flat pieces in all the different shapes and sizes. That's what I did. I went around and collected for a while. I wonder if dot painters would work. What's a dot painter? Linda, I don't know what a dot painter is. A dabber? For what
I think
specific?
she means a bingo dauber. Yep.
Oh, for the stamping to put ink on? You could try it. For applying, I'm assuming you mean for applying ink. Anything you want to try. It's really just a matter of experimentation. Um and play. I mean, that has become like one of my biggest mantras is art is play and experimenting. And I'm trying to get my students to understand that because the more that you experiment, the more curious you are. And I just like learning how to do new things with lots of different mediums. So this was perfect for me. Okay, so I'm gonna put another band over here just so that I can tape my paper to it. And I'm gonna try to do different colors. Well, let's see how that works with the tape registration. And again, it doesn't matter what colors you're putting down because it won't print in the colors of the Lego. It'll print in whatever colors that you guys want to put on your ink roller. The bigger curvy pieces are the hardest ones to find. Does anybody have any suggestions on how to take off screensaver on my phone so it doesn't keep blacking out on us? No, maybe
No.
yes. I'm open to assistance with that. Okay, I'm making a funny face. I don't like this thing here. Oop. Give him his eyebrows. I don't want to give this guy a mustache, but maybe a little cheesy mustache. Does that look like a mustache? I'm gonna lower the mouth a little bit. Should I give him a longer mustache? Let's see. Find. Don't want too long. Okay, here's a longer mustache. Nope, and that doesn't fit because everything is grid based, so we have to go with a 4 peg. Here we go. Okay, that's a bigger mustache. That's cute. That'll work. All right. Unless, ooh, I just had an idea. What if I did this instead? Does that look like a, that's a mustache. Yeah, I like that. That's a good mustache. Okay. All right. If anybody is ready, I'm going to, I think I'm going to do the hair first. Nope. Actually, I'm going to do the eyebrows and the mustache last. And I'll do everything else before that. Okay. So I'm going to do the eyes in a blue color. So I'm going to try this with the stamp pads first. And then we can see without rolling out all the ink how it really works out. Okay. So I have my blue ink pad. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to tape my paper down first. Okay. You could use whatever tape you have handy. Scotch tape worked fine earlier for me. Masking tape, whatever it is. Okay. So I'm taped down. I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to apply the ink to my eyeballs. Okay, that's the ink for my eyeballs. And I'm going to lay the paper over that and just use my hands to rub it down. I have to just change my display sleep in settings if it's an iPhone. Nope, it's not an iPhone. I'm a poor teacher, so it's an Android. But I guess it would be in the settings somewhere anyway. Okay. So here are my two eyeballs. All right. So now I'm going to put my nose in there. Not literally, but I'm going to put my nose there. And I'm going to take out my two eyeballs. You know what? I'm going to take a wipe first. Keep wipes handy. Wipes are the best invention. And I'm going to wipe off the ink from the eyes and then remove those two pegs. And then I'm going to pick a color for my nose. I think I'm going to make my nose pink. Actually, I think I'm going to do the nose and lips the same color. So I'm going to take pink stamp pad and pat that down on my pieces. I don't know if that's a dark enough pink, but we can see. And flip my paper back down. And rub gently with the fingers. If you're more comfortable using a brayer, a Baron. Baron is the flat one, which looks like this. For rubbing, you can do that. I know lots of people use a wooden spoon also. whatever you are comfortable using. And then I'm going to flip this up. And I should have, oh, look at that. How cute. Can you guys see it? So then I'm going to wipe off with the wipey the Legos and the base plate. And then I'm going to put my my mustache in. And my eyebrows. I think they were up about here. And then I'm going to take my nose off and take the mouth out. And then pick my color for the mustache and the eyebrows. So here's my brown. And I'm going to do the ink pad. The juicier the ink pads are, the better. And then again, I'm going to flip my paper and use my fingers to rub the new pieces in. And then I'm going to peel it up and see what we got. Ta-da! How cute is that? Is there a kit you can buy for the pieces? Yes, any Lego dots, Robin. The ones that have the curve is the Lego dots for lettering. That's the one that has the little curved pieces. That's the smaller curved pieces like that look like, sorry about this, folks, but that look like these. You can imagine kids wouldn't be, well, it depends on their age. And again, it's more about the process. It's play and it's experimentation, and they get to make you get to play with Legos in a whole different way. So this was the stamp pad method. And I can show you the ink pad, the ink roller with the actual printing ink. I'm going to try the flower pot that I made earlier. I want to see how that one works out. So I'm going to put this one aside. This came out really cute. And this method with the tape directly onto the board is perfect for registration. You just have to have the kids, they could do a print of the overall design in full first and then decide what colors they want each piece to be. And they can use their print to remind them where everything was positioned as they have to take pieces on and off the board. And the more intricate the design, some of them, I would suggest also having them take a photo of their actual design completely built with their cell phones, so they can refer back to it when they have to take pieces on and off to play with for the registration and the different colors. Does anyone have any questions about the stamp pad method? No?
You?
Okay, so he came out really cute. I'm going to put this one aside. And I'm going to come back to my little flower pot here. Now, originally, I did make a print earlier of the flower pot, and now I can't find it. maybe I'll just do a print overall so that I can use that to refer back to. So I'm gonna take, I think I have black here. I'm just gonna use black to pull an overall solid print. And I'm gonna put it here so you guys can see on my, that's a plexiglass square tile that I have that I use for rolling out my ink. Okay. You don't want it too thin. Okay, so here we go. Oh, somebody else is coming in. And I don't like this roller, so I'm switching to my foam roller. It's probably better to use a soft roller than a hard roller on these guys. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So here is my coverage with the ink roller. You could see how much more coverage you have with the ink and how much richer that is. Okay. And I'm just gonna lay this down and not worry about registration because I'm just doing one color. And for this, I think I'm gonna use the Baron. Make sure I get everything.
Stephanie, what kind of paper are you using?
This is regular drawing paper, right from Shop DOE or School Specialty, any regular classroom drawing paper right now.
Okay.
I'm sure that you could have the kids practice also on copy paper if it's cheaper. And this is 9 by 12 cut in half. So it also goes a little further. And see, need to put more ink on that for the next one. Let's try it again with some more ink. Just squeeze out some more. Oops, that's not it. Okay. The other thing that's a little daunting when you're doing any kind of printmaking in the classroom is you have to have a place for all the prints that they pull. So in terms of organization, I don't know if you can hang a line in your classroom or if you have a drying rack, and make sure that they also put their name on everything. I don't know why my students this year are in the habit of not putting their name on anything, and then they always complain that it's lost. So we have to remind them to put their name on all their work, especially when I'm at the high school level. So if there's no name on something, there are kids who will happily adopt whatever it is with no name on it and call it their own. All right, maybe it works better with the fingers than with the Baron also, so we could see the difference in that as well. Okay, now I'm gonna peel it off. Oh yes, look how yummy that one came out,
Ooh,
right?
beautiful.
That is super yum. Super yummy. Okay, so if I was doing this in the classroom, I would have the kids like put pencil notes on their print in terms of what color they want to make everything. So I was thinking of inside here, I would make blue, the whole vase blue, and then the stems are all going to be green, and the little leaves will all be green. And then the flower might be, I don't know, some other color, and then the little dots would be something else. So I would label this as a point of reference, not only for what colors I want to use, but what pieces have to be picked up and removed and then added back in as well. Let's see, Linda says, best hack ever, wet work goes on top of portfolios and it all gets slid onto the drying rack. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. And then Renee says, I saw someone ask students to highlight or underline their name before they leave class just to double check. That's a good idea too. Could make it like an exit ticket. Don't leave without underlining your name or something like that. Okay. So here is my first print that I pulled that looks really good. And I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to put it over here on top of my little jar. I don't know if you could see that well. Don't want to obscure your view. And keep it as a point of reference. And
Yeah.
then let's see how good the wipe works. Oh, this looks good.
Steph, while you're cleaning that off, can I
Yes.
ask a question?
Of course.
Um, so I do this eraser stamp project with kids, and we use marker
Uh-huh.
and color the marker and stamp. You think you could color the Lego plates with marker,
What kind of marker?
like a water-based marker?
You could try it. I don't know if it would, if it's water-based, it might bubble up and sit on the surface
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
it's plastic. Um, so it might not be a good transfer, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm thinking. If
The
you
other
use,
fun thing
yeah.
I was thinking, like, after I saw you pull that print in black, I was like, if you went, like, let that black print dry and then go back in with like colored pencil or something on top of the printed area.
Oh, you could do anything you want on the actual prints for
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be super cool.
Definitely. It would be really cool also if you wanted to have them experiment with like watercolor washes in the background of the paper, the blank paper. Have them do watercolors in on the paper and then print on top of the watercolors. You know what I mean? Like make their own background colors and then do the prints over the watercolor paper.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know, like there are there's paint markers. Um, you could try paint markers, although no, I wouldn't do paint markers because then that'll be hard to get off the Legos. It won't come off. Um, Let me think what else there is. The paint, there's paint sticks, but the paint sticks will probably be really messy to clean up off of the Legos and in between all of the, cracks and grooves. Um, but if you get a slow drying paint stick, what about I hate them, but oil pastels, those wouldn't dry. You could try that. I mean, you could try anything, and if you like it and it works, why not, you know? Um, Okay, so I'm going to just wipe off my roller with another wipe here. Hopefully it won't be too much disaster. Yeah, this is messy. It's probably, if you're gonna do multicolor, you'd want to make sure you have a sink or something to wipe off your plate and your roller. Because with the actual ink, it's a little harder to clean off. The roller I'm talking about, it's not coming off as easily as I would have hoped. All right. So I'm going to try, let's do a little bit of blue for my vase on the bottom. Don't know if you guys can see here. I'll move everything over. There we go. A little bit of blue. And I only want, I'm going to be very careful with my roller because I'm not ready to peel the pieces up yet. I'm going to, here, I'm rolling the ink only onto the vase. And the water. You could also use a mask, a paper as a mask. Like I'm going to, do you guys feel like no matter how big your desk is, it's never still big enough? My God. I should have taped this down first, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mask the top so that I only get the water and the vase. And I'm gonna wipe off that little bit that I just got here on these Legos here. All right, I'm gonna have to experiment with my screensaver thingy for next time. Okay, and now I'm gonna put my paper down here and then I'm gonna tape it. While I should have done this the other way around, so I'm doing it a little bit backwards. And I'm gonna tape this down for the registration. Okay. Now the top half is masked, so you can use that too if you don't want to peel stuff up and block it. There's so many different ways to do all of this. All right, so I'm just rubbing with my fingers with the ink and roller on the bottom part of my build. And then I'm gonna move this over and open it up. All right, it's not the cleanest, but that's okay. And so now I'm going to wipe these again. And then take those bottom pieces off. Trying to decide which would be easier to print first. The flowers, I think. And then do the stems last. It's kind of like reverse puzzle. you know, trying to figure out when you do printing in multicolors, it's like you got to figure it all out. Okay, I think I'm going to take the stems out and do the flowers. Okay, so putting my stem pieces over here so that I don't lose track of where they are. And if you're like me, I don't mind getting messy. Some kids mind getting messy, so you'd have to keep wipes around for them as well. Okay. I think I'm going to print my flowers in red. I have to clean off my roller. Or maybe I'll just add red to the blue and make purple. I can do that. Just saves time and I don't have to clean it up as much. Okay. See if I even get a purple. This blue. Maybe not. We add a little bit of all right, so now I'm gonna roll the red onto my flowers. Make sure everything is fully covered. And then if you want to be extra careful, you can wipe up all the dots around it. Just so that that doesn't get on the paper. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it over and get my flowers. I think for younger kids or even older kids who don't want to deal with the mess more, the stamp pads would work really well. And it's less cleaning up. Okay. So let's pull this. Oh, those are nice flowers. I think I'm going to put it down again. Rub it a little more. Okay, let's see if it's any better. It's a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to use my previous print to put my stems back and then take off the flowers. So this is like doing a puzzle. One here, one here, one there. Feel like I did something. Oh, here. wrong side. The other thing I have to remember is everything is the mirror image. Here we go. Okay. This goes here. And this goes here. This goes here. And then this is here. All right. Now, going to pull off. Well, I have to wipe off the red flowers. And I'll do my green stems. I think I'm going to leave the little dots on there and put green over them and see how that works for mixing colors. I hope some of you are playing along. I'd love to see what you guys are working on in a minute. Okay, take this off. Now, to put some green on my plate. Would a paintbrush or a Q-tip work to apply ink colors to areas? It depends on the paint because it might dry too quickly. The thing about printing ink is that it stays wet so that it can transfer. I'd be worried about using certain paints that they would dry too quickly. Let's see, maybe Crayola water-soluble oil crayons might work on the Legos. That might be wet the paper prior to printing or spray a mist possibility. Okay. All that point, you might as well do a texture rubbing with oil pastels. True. Portfolios, I think they're called. I don't know. Would a paintbrush? Okay, I'm thinking I might try printing different bits on jelly plate. Then print the whole thing at once with clear gesso on the plate. Susan, what do you mean by doing what on the jelly plate? Susan? Instead of printing each part at a time. Okay. Oh, okay. Might a number 2 pencil work to shade a bit of graphite onto Lego plate where you pull off a Lego form, giving a guide where to return the different pieces? Possibly. Do the parts one at a time onto a jelly plate. So how would the jelly, I'm not connecting jelly plate to the Lego plate. It's like two different methods. Are you talking about instead of the Lego plate? The base plate? Susan? She's typing. Oh, you saw someone put their pattern onto a jelly plate from, oh, you mean make the picture on the Lego plate and then print the plate onto the jelly plate. I see. Well, definitely that would work. That would be something completely different, and I would experiment with that for myself. I don't know that it would, unless you want like mono prints, without the different colors on the different parts. I don't know. It's worth experimenting for sure. I have Lego plates that I got after COVID when they said, "We have tons of money, spend your wish list." And I did, and I haven't used the Lego the jelly plates yet with my kids because I haven't trusted my classes yet because their behavior has been so crazy since coming back from COVID, believe it or not. So I'm afraid to pull out the jelly plates still. Okay, so now I'm going to roll the green on what's left on my plate. I plan on doing this with my high schoolers. Um, and we'll see if it works. I mean, I'm experimenting, I'm learning. I just thought this was the coolest thing and had to share. Um, maybe the kids will, I mean, the kids sometimes come up with their own hacks, on how to do things better. And maybe we'll figure it out in the classroom on the fly out of necessity. I'm just trying to get a hang of this first, but I think that this taped hinge here is the best thing ever, for sure. Oh, look at those. Those are really cool. That's really cool. That's a crab or a spider. I love it. And that's on a jelly plate, Susan, or is that just a single color transfer like we're doing here? Okay. I love and it works with this whole pixelated craze that's going on now too. Everything is pixelated. There's lots of pixel projects out there as well. Okay, so here I am pulling the stems and the green. Oh, look how cute. You know what? I even don't mind the dots in the background from the base plate. I think it adds really cool patterning and texture to the background. But if I could do again, I would darken the vase that it's sitting in. But I think that looks really cute.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is so fun. And there's so many possibilities to play. You could make words, you could make pictures, you can combine the two. And it also depends on what size base plate you're using. You can make posters with these if you get a big enough base plate. So I love it. I wish I had a sink next to my desk here in my studio because I want to wash up and try more colors, but I would have to go in the other room. What do you guys think?
Lovely.
I'm going to remove my spotlight for a minute and so I could see all of you beautiful people. Is anybody working along with me? Hi, Christy. Thank you for putting your face on there. And Sean, thanks for staying visible. And Colleen and Renee. Yay. And Sandra and my friend Mary Beth.
I
Hey,
just want to say
Joanna.
thank you. Thank
Oh, you're
you.
welcome. Did anybody do this with me or are you just watching?
I was watching, but it was wonderful. Thank you.
I'm not watching.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Sean,
I'm gonna,
did you do anything or are you just watching? You're muted.
Yeah, just watching.
Man. So I'm the
I,
only messy one that made anything?
no, but I have, my kids earn every Friday or every month when they finish a project, they earn Legos. So I think I'm gonna do this as my next experiment day. I
Oh,
appreciate
that's awesome. You mean in your class students or
my
your
class, my class
kids?
students.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's like a
That's
monthly VIP day. If they finish all their projects, they get to earn stations of Legos and they build. But I think I'm gonna order more plates and then do this project as a printmaking station. I think it's awesome.
it is so fun. And I think if you're doing it in the classroom as a first time, I think I might try just with the stamp pads first.
Okay.
And I really just for them to get the hang of it, because
Yeah.
if I throw the inking in and the ink techniques in with them, I think their heads might explode at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So like get them used to adding and removing the pieces and using
Yeah.
the different stamps
Hmm.
and then try.
I think I
Um,
might use the bingo daubers, like she said. Someone
that's a good
mentioned
idea
that
too.
because I have a whole lot of those. So I think that would be cool too.
Okay.
I'll let you know how it goes. I'll email you.
Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
I'm super
Um,
excited. I needed some fresh ideas. Thank you.
I love this, and I'm so glad that it works, and I can't wait to try it with my students. And they love Legos, and I have two giant bins of Legos in my class for
Yeah.
the kids to play with.
Yeah.
Sarah, that looks great. Can I spotlight you? Let me spotlight for everybody to see it. Go ahead. Oh,
Oh,
look at
wow.
that.
That's
Sure.
amazing, Sarah.
Good
Yeah, it's super
job.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
thank you for
Awesome.
doing this.
Amazing.
Good job. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I ordered brayers and jelly plates last year during COVID too, and haven't yet used them because of my students. But
See? Yep.
I think everyone's going through the same power struggles, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It's all a behavior issue, and
Mm,
I'm more inclined to save my expensive supplies than let them
yeah,
go crazy with it all.
yeah, agreed.
So,
Amazing.
well, this was awesome. Linda says there's an art space in Newburgh, New York that has offerings in Lego printing. That's awesome. Where
Mm,
is Newburgh, New York?
it's far up north.
Total,
State.
totally upstate, like near Troy, near Albany, near
I don't think it's that far. I'm not
oh,
sure.
in Hudson
I
Valley. Okay.
Yeah.
Not that.
Yeah, I'm in Queens, New York.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
in Long Island.
literally at the Atlantic Ocean in the Rockaways, so I'm the furthest south it can be. I think Google Doc got messed up and the formatting is gone. Ashley says the Google Doc is not working. Mary Beth, did we post?
I didn't get a Google Doc. What was that about? Attendance?
Well, we post, Mary Beth usually posts a link to Google Doc for CTLE credit for anybody in New York who needs it.
Okay.
And she'll also send you guys out a certificate if you need it for proof of
That'd be.
professional development. You know, we
Yeah,
all got to prove that we're being professionally developed.
thank you, Mary Beth.
Okay, so somebody went in and changed the formatting of the document.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, okay,
On the
give me a few
original document?
minutes. Give me a few minutes. I'm
Okay.
gonna reshare a different one.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So people will have to just resubmit. So hold on.
Okay. You're in Australia?
Wow, that's neat.
Wow.
Oh, well, yep, just when Mary Beth posts the link, just fill it out and she'll send you the certificate, whatever you need. Let's see what else. You can tie this in with the artist Ai Weiwei, who did portraits of incarcerated people in Legos. Oh my God.
Oh, that's cool.
and held a big exhibit in Alcatraz. That's insane.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's insane. I haven't even heard of that, and I love his stuff. All
Mary,
right, I'm gonna have to look that one up.
what's the name of that artist?
It's in the message. It's I, and
Uh,
that's his first name, and the last name is Weiwei, or it's Wiewei.
take a screenshot maybe of the, I see it. Is it in the,
Thanks a bunch. I've seen Lego prints, but this workshop taught me a number of hacks for making teaching more smooth. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's in the documentary. Yours truly. Okay, I'm gonna
Mhm.
watch that. Yours.
Screenshot of the comments? I could
See,
send
this
it.
is another reason why these groups are awesome, because everybody gets something and everybody contributes things, and I get to learn stuff from you guys too. This is so cool. This is so
Good
cool.
network. I didn't get any email yet though, so I don't know if it's because I signed up too late.
I'm not seeing a link showing up, Mary Beth.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, Jessica says she's accidentally changed the format.
Okay.
I think we've all done that at least once. It's okay. We're
So a
human.
new form has been, oh, wait a minute.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah.
fill out either form and I will just, whichever form you want to put your name on, as long as you put your name down, I
Okay.
will submit it to the state and give you CTLE credit.
Great. And they get certificates also with that, right?
Yep, I usually send them out in the morning.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And if you do these, please send me an email with pictures. I would love to see what you guys end up doing with your kids or on your own, and just playtime. This was fun. Carol Ann, hi. I just saw your name pop up. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here. Familiar. Okay, so next week, we are going to have a workshop with, I'm losing my dates. Next week is Kristen, friend of mine, Kristen Miller. She's going to be doing a workshop that we both did together at the NYSADA conference in November. The meditative, mindful mini collages.
Nice.
Um, so that is going to be fun also. And then keep looking out for my emails. I've got a lot of cool stuff on the horizon. Is there anybody here who's in New York City by any chance? No. Do I have an email list? Yes. Joanne, if you want to email me, I will just add you to my mailing list. I'm putting my email in the chat right now. mndnspiritAOL.com. I'm gonna put this to everyone. Okay, so that's my email. If you would like to be added to my mailing list so you get notifications every time I do a workshop, just email me and let me know to add you. Special ed art professional development opportunities. I do not know about special ed. But I all of these sessions, for those of you who are new to the group, are recorded and put on YouTube on the Nikata UFT channel. And we have 5 years worth of videos and like 50 to 60 different workshops and different projects ideas. So I'm going
Amazing.
to type in, actually, if I can get to YouTube, I can put the link in the chat real quick for you. Just bear with me for a second. Icona. Here we go. Okay. Copy. Okay, here is the link to our YouTube channel. So you could check out all of our past videos. If anyone here is interested in sharing and doing a workshop of your favorite or best or kids' favorite projects, let me know. I'm happy to set you up with a session. And just keep coming. And we're happy to have you. Keep supporting us. And I love this group. And I'm glad you were here with us today. If I'm still working my initial certification, can I still get CTLE credits? Yes, I believe you can. You're welcome, everyone. This last conference is a comment about I have a new job at a special education school. Okay. I have a lot of special ed kids in my classes. So anytime I introduce a new project, everything has to be broken down incrementally, step by step by step. And I find that if I grade the projects in stages, it allows them more understanding and more time and more success. So, and I have kids in, like I said, I'm high school, so I have all 4 high school grades together, mixed together in every class, plus special ed kids in the groups, plus occasional inclusion students from District 75, which is a higher level of special ed. It's more emotionally disturbed, and they come in and they have a para with them. But if everything is not like thrown at them all at once, if it's broken down into bite-sized pieces and each step that you give them is graded, then there is a higher measure of success for them also. So it's not just like, here's the project, here's how you do it, you get 1 grade for the culminating piece. No, they get a grade at each step, at each stage. So it helps them feel more confident that way also. I don't know if that helped at all. I hope so. That's how
Right.
I handle, because I'm dealing with so many different personalities in the classroom, so many different like skill levels and cognitive levels and ability levels. It's like, all right, everybody's got to meet these steps along the way, and it kind of gives them a little more confidence for success. You're welcome, Colleen. I'm so happy you enjoyed this. And I can't believe you're in Australia. You're like my 3rd, 4th person in 5 years from Australia. Welcome, welcome. What time is it there? I'm curious. Are you up in the middle of the night? It's 12
Oh, it's
midnight or in the
midday.
afternoon. Is it the afternoon in there in Australia? Middle of the day? Oh, wow. Okay. So then you're noon. That's great. Are you Is this in the middle of your workday for you?
We're on summer holidays.
That's so bizarre to hear you say
I
that.
did another one with you last year when we did the little miniature matchboxes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And yeah, it's during our school holidays, but I also didn't work on that day. So
Oh my gosh, summer holiday in January. That's
yeah.
insane.
Well, that's like me thinking about Christmas in the snow. I just cannot even fathom.
It is so strange. So you've never had Christmas in snow?
Yeah, I lived in London for 2 years, and I had a cold Christmas, but not a snowy one. Never.
My gosh. And I
It
can't
was
imagine Christmas in sunshine and hot unless I'm on vacation somewhere, but oh my gosh.
40 degrees here, 40 degrees, and my children swam at 8 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, 40 degrees Celsius,
Celsius, yeah.
which is what Fahrenheit?
I have no idea, but it's very hot.
Yes.
It's very hot. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining.
No, thank you. I love joining. Thank you.
And I love getting people from all around this big planet. It's such a fantastic thing.
Yeah, it makes the world a whole lot smaller.
Yes, it does. Yes, it really does. I'm so excited about this. Ashley, my email didn't work for you. Did I type it wrong? Let me try it again. Denver, Colorado in the house. Ooh, yes. MND. You got a lot of snow, don't you? MNDNSPIRIT at AOL.com. MND and Spirit. Okay, let's try it again. You just have a little bit of snow? We had our first snow last week and it didn't last very long. It was like 5 minutes and it was gone, like it never happened.
We're getting more this weekend.
Oh, don't say that.
Not a lot.
Yeah, if it doesn't, give us a snow day, I don't want to know about it. It's just a pain in the neck. You're in New York up by Canada. We have had 2 snow days so far. Yeah, I know. A lot of my NYSADA people up there have shown pictures of lots of feet of snow and I couldn't do that. That's a lot of cold and a lot of snow. That's I said to my friend the other day, I said, I think in a past life I was a bear because I would have been hibernating by now. Buffalo, New York has used all their snow days already. Wow. Wow. 104 degrees, Renee, in Australia. Christmas Day. My God. Sean teaches in special ed. If someone needs help or questions, just presented about this in conference. Thank you so much. That's awesome. See, this is how we help each other. This is why I formed this group, because we all have something to share. It's fantastic. All right. Anybody else have any questions, suggestions? Like I said, if you would like to volunteer to do a session for us, I'm happy to work with you and get that on the schedule. And if not, come back and see us next week for our mini collages. And then I'm doing in February mini quilts, hand sewn quilts, Kawandi style. And then after that, we're doing squash books with the
What is a squash book?
elements and principles theme.
What is a squash book?
It's a handmade book that folds into like a triangle, and then when you open it up, it looks like it explodes.
Oh,
Melissa's going to be running that one. And then I think in March, I have somebody also working with us on polymer clay canes, how to make the canes with all the little colors inside and then slicing them up. So we're going to be doing that too. So stay tuned. Good things coming. So is summer eventually for us in the eastern part of the planet, or western, depends on which way you go. So, if no one else has any more questions or projects to show off, I guess we'll say have a lovely evening. Enjoy your weekend. Stay healthy, stay warm, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Okay? Have a good night, everyone.
good night.
Night.
Night. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
What's up?